Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back in the video today, and today we're going to be recapping the Houston Texans training camp day 4. As yesterday on Saturday, the Houston Texans had Saturday off of training camp, so they did not play or practice on yesterday. Friday was the first day of training camp where fans were available to watch. And not only was it the first day where fans were able to watch, but it was also head coach D'Amico Ryan's birthday. It was just an all-around solid day. The defense was showing out for D'Amico on his birthday. And back at it today after the off day on Saturday. And the Texans looked really good today. The offense struggled very badly on Monday. The quarterbacks, C.J. Mills, and even Case Keenum a little bit, did not look that great. And the defense looked amazing, and the defensive backs looked, mainly just the secondary in general, the corners and the safeties like Stingley and Steven Nelson and Jalen Petrie and all the other guys, Shaq Griffin, all the other guys they have in the secondary looked amazing on Friday, which made the offense look even worse. But today the offense was showing out. The rookie wide receivers, Tank Dell and Xavier Hutchinson, were playing amazing for the Texans. Tank Dell was the star of the show today, just making catch left and right. First down, just Tank Dell was having a monster day. Xavier Hutchinson had a monster day as well. He probably had the biggest catch of the day. C.J. Stroud aired one out, and Xavier Hutchinson beats Derek Stingley Jr. and was able to beat him out and make the play for the catch. But I mean, yeah, it was a fun day. I mean, all the wide receivers were actually playing really good today. Mainly the two best wide receivers who were showing out today were the two rookies, Tank Dell and Xavier Hutchinson. But I mean, everybody else, John Mechie was going crazy on one-on-ones. He looked amazing. Nico Collins looked really good. And also, Noah Brown looked solid as well. I didn't really see anything of Robert Woods. I don't know if he was practicing today or not. But the only guys I kind of saw clips of were Tank Dell, Xavier Hutchinson, and obviously the other guys are like Noah Brown and all the other guys that were just showing out today for the Texans, Nico Collins and John Mechie III. I mean, yeah, the offense looks great. I didn't see anything of the running backs, and Singletary and Pierce looked great on Friday. Didn't really see anything of them today. Defense still looked good today. What I really liked what I saw from them today was Blake Cashman. He was a guy who had the only interception of the day, which was thrown by Davis Mills. And literally on the play before that, he did have a broken up pass. Blake Cashman was a guy who was very aggressive today, and I'm really intrigued to see how he can, go ahead and potentially be, moving forward with training camp and preseason. He's a guy I really like. He's a guy who's been effective for the Texans on special teams, and with D'Amico Ryans and this new defensive coaching staff, I think he could be something really special for the Texans, for the Texans on defense. And I'm really looking forward to see what he could be, what he could be for us. And honestly, I feel like Blake Cashman could become a potential starter for the Texans. But he looked really good. Jimmy Ward looked really good. He had the hardest hit of the day. And I don't know if it's something we should be proud of, because it was against Dalton Schultz, who I think is a guy for the Texans, our tight end, who was looking really solid today for the Texans until this hit happened. Dalton Schultz got hit very hard today on a play where Jimmy Ward hit him, and he was on the ground for about 2 minutes. He got put to the blue. He got sent to the blue tent, never returned. And hopefully Dalton Schultz is okay. But I mean, yeah, Jimmy Ward, if he's gonna be doing that for us this season, and stays healthy, and you have our second-year Jalen Petrie and all the other guys on the secondary, like Derek Stingley Jr. and some other veterans like Shaq Griffin and Desmond King the second and Steven Nelson and also Eric Murray at the safety position. This Texans secondary is going to be really, really good this year. And the Texans secondary again looked really solid again today. Davis Mills was solid. I mean, he had a way better day than he did Friday. I just thought, in my opinion, C.J. Stroud looked way better today. He was absolutely amazing in the middle of the field. Wasn't really, airing out a lot of footballs today, but was just really looking really good. Besides the play to the Xavier Hutchinson where it was probably around 40, it was probably around a 35, maybe 45-yard throw to Xavier Hutchinson was probably the best throw and best catch of the day on the two right there between Hutchinson and Stroud. But, it was definitely a great day for the Texans. Defense looks great. Guys like Will Anderson. Will Anderson, too. He looked great today. He had a couple would-be sacks today. Because right now, they're not in shoulder and pad, so you can't sack. But he was in the area of the quarterback two or three times a day. And it was two the other day on Friday. So Will Anderson looked really good again. Other news, Amari Rodgers has been waived, and he's a guy I was really interested in potentially watching through preseason because he looked really good for the Texans during the regular season last year. And not only that, but I was excited to see what he could do in preseason. It sucks that he was not able to give a chance in the preseason because I thought he would have been really solid, not only as a wide receiver, but as a kicker, punt returner. But this sucks that the Texans let go of him this soon. But they waive him, and they're getting back Sheldon Rankings and Kendall Sherfield, a cornerback, Kendall Sherfield, who we signed early in the offseason, and then Sheldon Rankings, who we signed to a big deal. I think we gave him $10 million a year. We gave him like a 1 year, $10 million deal. Maybe it was a 2 year. No, it was a 1 year. I think we either gave him 10 or 11 million. And he's now returning to training camp, and excited to see what Sheldon Rankings will bring. Really excited to watch him throughout training camp and preseason and throughout the regular season because he's pretty much a lock to make the roster. Today was a great day. Stroud looked great. Tank Dell, the rookies were the star of the show. Tank Dell and Xavier Hutchinson were amazing. Other wide receivers like Mechie, Nico Collins, and Noah Brown looked really good. Some of our defensive players like Blake Cashman and Will Anderson Jr. had great days. Stroud and Mills both looked great, but in my opinion, I thought Stroud had a way better day. Use your thoughts, Texans fans. Let me know your thoughts on day 4 Texans training camp. You guys let me know if you were there today. That's the question. I want to know if you're watching, were you there today at Texans training camp? Because I know it was unbelievable today. There were people at like 3:30, 4 a.m. in the morning waiting outside to get in to the Texans training camp, and it wasn't even starting till I think 9 or 9:15 in the morning. So it's just crazy that people were waiting at like 3:30, 4 a.m. to watch these guys play. I've never seen so much momentum for the Texans in a while. I don't even know if there was this much excitement for Houston, like even when we had Deshaun Watson. You can feel it for the Texans, and it's great. I can't wait to watch these guys hit the field. I'm going on August 4th training camp, which I can't wait to go and watch that. But I can't wait till August 10th when we play New England in Foxborough. And then the rest of the preseason to watch these guys play, and then week 1 against the Ravens, and then week 2 home opener against the Colts. It's fun. I can't wait, and I'm very excited. Today was a great day for the Texans as well after having the off day yesterday on Saturday. These are your thoughts, Texans fans. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out. Go Texans.